What's going on, guys? This is Cess. Welcome back to Pokemon Academy Life. Now, before we continue, I wanted to talk about the name that I named my rival last time, Young Oreo. And for those of you wondering, Sis, why was that funny? That was kind of random and stupid. Well, you know, Rick and I collect names out of NBA 2K15. There are usernames that are absolutely ridiculous sometimes, and we feel the need to write them down, and there's going to be a big list coming out later that we're going to do of all of them that we've collected for like the last number of years. So, yeah, it was just, I thought it was funny. So we're gonna choose this guy as the roommate, I've decided. Yep, let's go. Cool, let's go then. Caleb is now your roommate. Woo! And yeah. Something about Caleb tells me he'll be a good influence. The way he carries himself and how clearly he prioritizes everything he needs to sets a great example. I feel I'll be able to get a lot done as long as he's around. The first thing on the agenda is to reserve a room in the Academy's residence hall. Have you thought about where you'd prefer the room to be? There are 3 floors in this particular building. Before I get a chance to answer, Caleb diverts his attention elsewhere. A slender girl with an average build and shoulder length, voluminous hair was approaching us. Wow, I can't read tonight. She was certainly locked in on Caleb. I don't even think she notices me. Well, that's not really a stretch now, is it? There's certainly something graceful about her. I can't really describe it. At least from the literal first impression, she seems like a girl with a respectful background. Some people just give off that type of aura when you see them. Caleb? As she drew closer, I realized that she wasn't particularly tall nor imposing. Oh my god. Particularly tall nor had an imposing presence. Yet she has that expression that defines confidence and resolution. I think that's it. I don't think that's one of those shy, indecisive girls. And in that regard, it makes you want to pay attention to her. Well, at least that's how I feel. Oh, hello, Serena. This is a surprise. I had no idea you were enrolled here. Same for me. I didn't think I'd find you here. I just wanted to say a quick hello. Are you busy? Caleb gestured toward me without a word. Apparently that was enough information for Serena. She passed me a quick smile. I didn't say anything for some reason, so I just smiled back. It's unfortunate, though. I'm actually really short on time now, too. I've been meeting up with a few girls I met earlier to run some errands to prepare for the next few weeks. But it's really great to see you here. Let's catch up later. Sure, I'll see you around. And that was all. This girl Serena comes by and disappears back into the crowd in mere seconds. Yet from the brief encounter, I feel this won't be the last I see of her. Friend of yours? You can say that. In fact, we're neighbors and do chat once in a while. And do chat? And do chat. What? I really had no idea she was going to be here, though. That's odd. Ah. Her talk about running some errands reminds me. You want to help me out with something later? You want to help me out with some later? I'm assuming you meant something. You prefer have a handful of things you'll need, right? You'll probably... Oh my god. I wonder about that for a moment. I don't know what I need for classes yet, and I'm almost completely sure I'll have all my basic necessities. Should I accompany Caleb? Sure, why not? Yeah, why not? I'll tag along. Nice, let's sign up. Let's get this sign up done. Afterward, I need to make a call. Oh yeah? Hooray. My contact, just in case. I'll reach out to you when I head out, but let's get this room reserved first. When you obtain someone's info, that person's info will show up on your character cards collection. You can view your character cards through a menu and access by pressing escape or by clicking the right button on your mouse. Caleb and I managed to get in line to reserve our room. The sign-up lines were growing longer by the minute, but we managed to squeeze our way in before it got too unreasonable. The brief encounter with Serena didn't cost us anything. Okay, good. As first-year students, we don't have too many choices for room locations. It seems rooms on the second floor are most desirable ones, considering that upperclassmen have reserved all of them already. Caleb preferred the first floor since it's easier to get in and out of a building that way. Also, it's easier for us to escape in case there's a fire. Oh, that's nice to think about. Caleb commented in a remarkably calm voice as he signed up his share of the documents. I was going to counter with something along the lines of the buildings collapsing and us getting buried alive, but I decided against it. Because that's something you have to think about constantly. Okay, I have some things to check up on first, so I'll be heading this way. I'll let you know when to meet up later. Caleb left. Well, what should I do first? Checking my belongings, check out their... I should check on the belongings, because yeah, we forgot. We totally left them alone, unattended. My guy did save. I'll send up my stuff once the room's reserved. I'll check there. Yes, you should. The guy confirmed my belongings will be delivered to a room by the end of the day. I look around the lobby, see if I can kill some time. There are still numerous students in line waiting to sign up their rooms. I do some exploring while Caleb's taking care of his own business. Okay. I thought that stuff was just going to be gone. There are fewer people on this side. Oh, auto mode, what? I don't know what I pressed there. Oh, you can right click to do that, okay. No. There are few people on this side. Few. I lean back against the wall and stretch. Not too much, the time has passed since I got off the bus, but it felt like a day should be over already. Even this late afternoon sunlight saturated my surroundings. It was warm and all too comfortable. I think I should get moving or else I might doze off while standing here. Charon. Ah, Cess. Oh, I remember you. Whoa! Where did she come from? I almost slammed my back head off the wall out of surprise. This girl Serena, was it? Why is she with Charon? They were probably walking this way while I was nodding off. You were with Caleb earlier. Are you by any chance his roommate? Yeah, we actually just finished signing up for a room. I did the same thing a little while ago with a good friend of mine. We weren't planning on rooming together at first, but we both agreed it was convenient. I think it's good to be here with people you're familiar with, though. Oh, and you're Serena, right? That's correct. I assume you got that from Caleb. We get the standard icebreakers out of the way. What year are you in? Where are you from? Region? Hometown? How long did it take? Blah, blah. Usual stuff. So Charon's from Unova, I'm from Kalos, and you're from Kanto. A quite diverse little group of people here. I almost forgot. What were you signing before, Charon? I was talking about really making use of our time here at the academy. God damn it, I did it again. There's no doubt we'll have our share of classes and extracurriculars. We'll have to think long term. As a member of student body, it's our responsibility to academics for future generations. Oh fuck, nothing like this. Man, we haven't even been here a day. Classes don't start for another week and you're already thinking about leaving your legacy here at the school. Was what I wanted to say, but I didn't think Charon would finish. But I think Charon's not finished with his speech yet. He's the go-getter type, that's for sure. Something like the student council, where you're working with both the students and the school staff. Am I close? Precisely. To get the most out of it, it'd be best to work with people you know you can trust. I've done leadership work before, but not so keen on going all out over here. As a member, sure, if you're talking leader, like the president, then that's something better suited for you. Serena, too? These two, they're from another planet. They're really something else. I have no other words. That's understandable. It's a huge responsibility. But of course, it's a team effort. I would like to get a better estimate of who the more capable students here at the school. Does anyone come to mind? Charon looks back and forth between Serena and me. Yeah, sorry. Bad professional YouTuber. Like I actually took part in that conversation. I was kind of just standing here not trying to look too bored. I didn't say a word and they're looking at me with such serious eyes. Hey, Cess, can you do me a favor? Can you ask Caleb if he'd be interested in something like the school council? I'd give him a call, but since you're his roommate and all, it'd be easier. Sure, you can do that. But, can first years even get into the council? That's not a concern. Well, it kind of is. This kind of something you need to think about. Oh, just in case neither of you are aware, I asked some staff and they did confirm there will be an orientation for first year students here today. There'll probably be an announcement for it later, so make sure you don't miss it. It was good meeting you, Cess. See you later. Blah, blah. Nice. I like that ringtone. Hello? Hey, Cess, it's Caleb. Are you around? I'm at the library right now. It's not too far from the auditorium, so if you're still on the first floor, you can pretty much find it opposite of a main lounge area where we first met. Just go all the way down the hall and around the corner. Same direction. Let's meet up if you're not too busy. Library? Alright, I'll see you there. The library it is. Oh, you got here pretty quick. Do take a seat. It feels sort of weird that I'm the only one sitting here. I may as well have, as time I've either been walking around or standing. I don't think I've sat down since getting off the bus. Anyway, I've been looking over the school curricula after talking to Professor Sycamore, goddammit. Do you know who Professor Sycamore is? Of course I do. Of course. Of course you would. After all, Pokemon Mega Evolution is probably the biggest mystery researchers are currently facing. Professor Sycamore is leading charge in that field. But moving on, I got off the phone with the professor because I had a few questions regarding classes for this school year. Supposedly there's an orientation for new students coming up really soon. If you want, we can just put off the errands for another time and head over there. Sharon told me about orientation earlier. As usual, it seems like Caleb has all his priorities organized. Well, the errands were your idea in the first place, but I volunteered to tag along. So if we don't need to go, that's fine with me too. Okay, great. Let's head over there, I guess it said. We can check out your room and such afterward. Sounds good. Yeah, sorry. Terrible. Bad. Everything. Oh. What is it? Just mention it. Let's see. That girl Serena. I ran into her again. She wanted to ask if you'd be interested in participating in the student council once classes started. Caleb frowned his eyebrows. I'm not sure if he's taking the message positively or not. Or if it's simply him thinking. That's a heavy topic. Though I'm not surprised Serena would be interested in something like that. I would consider a very ambitious girl. But to answer your, or rather her question, I'd have to think hard about it. It's a major responsibility. What about you? Have you considered the council? I'm not at all. That's not really for me. If you guys want wondering, I always answer what I would normally do in real life because I try to make this as immersive for an experience as I possibly can for myself. So that is not something I would ever do in real life for any reason. Can't hurt to try, but I guess that's natural. Like I said, it's a major responsibility, plus we're first years after all. There's still a lot for us to acclimate to before piling on even more burdens. That said, though, if you run into Serena again, you can tell her I'll think about it. Why don't you just contact her and tell her yourself? I don't believe I have her contact information. But she has yours? I don't think you heard me. Attention students. It is now 5:45 p.m. There will be an orientation taking place in the auditorium of Relic Hall starting in 15 minutes. All new students are advised to attend. There it is. Let's hurry over. Oh, this is some serious music here. That is really victorious music here. It's ridiculous how many first-year students are stuffed in here. By the looks of it, Caleb is thinking just the same. He scanned the massive room for a moment before finally shrugging his shoulders and gesturing, "Who am I? Sorry. Oh, I'm bad." Not sure what that meant, but I'll just follow his lead. More students continued to file in even now. I guess there are likely at least a couple hundred here alone. I don't know about other regions, but back in Kanto, other than big city schools, it'd be a stretch and a half. It'd be a stretch. Oh my god, I'm terrible. It'd be a stretch to have half the number of students in a single grade. Then again, students from all over the world are enrolled here. If I think about it that way, a couple hundred for one grade is pretty selective. Come on, let's move up. We're clogging up the entrance. Whoa! Oh god, what's happening? What the hell was that? Alright, everyone. You all do your cute intros. You can all do your cute intros and catching up with each other later, but please find yourselves a seat. There should be plenty of open spots. Half the people in this room are still brain dead on the floor after that feedback attack. I'm in pain. Oh god, oh, what? What's happening? Why is Sabrina here? What's happening? Hey, ma'am. That's one way to get everyone's attention. That's the student council president, Roxanne, a third year. Wait, isn't that the girl who, the Rustboro gym leader? If I'm not mistaken. Caleb pointed to the podium on the stage and we sat down. Why isn't she gym leading? I'm surprised he found the source of that fast despite collapsing on the ground earlier. I look forward to see a lone female student now standing at the stage podium. You sure recovered fast. I was just caught off guard. Shall we sit before she blows out our ears? Oh my god, blows our ears off a second time. Good evening, our new friends. I am Roxanne, and to start, I would like to thank the Academy staff for allowing me to cancel all the special events. Woo. I hope you will make your most out of your occasion and grant me the opportunity to officially welcome everyone to one of a prestigious establishment, blah blah blah. Everyone, welcome to the Kabukin Academy of Advanced Pokemon Arts and Science. While we're calling this event an orientation, I'd like to ask for your patience in this initial assembly before you all return to socializing or attending your personal agendas. For the first, I'd like to cover, let me make it crystal clear that it is imperative you reserve a spot in one of your student residential as soon as you can. We did that already. The one here is Relic Hall, and there will be two more, Pledge Hall and Aura Hall, northeast and southeast respectively from this location. If you haven't signed up for a room with a roommate, you should strongly recommend you register info in the Academy's roommate matching service. You'll be automatically paired with another student. If you don't have a room by midnight, the Academy will automatically assign you a roommate. It's all first come, first serve, so again, do this as soon as you can. We know this already. Another important item is to cover class scheduling. All of you will follow a preset class schedule of 5 periods per day, which is nice because when I was in high school I had 8 and it wasn't that fun. I'll cover each right now, so if you don't want to wake up confused next week, play close attention. The first period of each day is homeroom, lasting 2 hours. Course subjects will be covered by your professor here if you're curious. Course subjects include Pokemon, Social Studies, Sciences, Basic Theory, and History. Following homeroom, there will be an hour of either your Pokemon type elective choice or the gym. The class will alternate each day, so if you have gym today, then tomorrow you'll have your type elective class, followed by gym the day after. What type of elective you take depends completely on you. As first years, you'll be able to select 2 out of 18 known Pokemon types to focus on your studies. The third period of the day will be the reserve for the previous period, which means it will be either type of class or gym alternating each day. There will be a second Pokemon type electives of your choice. To make it clear, this means you will always have one of your type elective classes and one gym session each day. From noon, start your lunch hour from the main cafeterias at each student center in the middle of the campus. You are also more than welcome to prepare your own meals ahead of time. After that, the fifth and final period is one more session of homeroom lasting 2 hours. Your total day lasts 7 hours from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Between 3 and 6 p.m., all Academy research and extracurricular facilities are designated for individuals or groups to use. After that, they will require permits for access. Keep in mind, as students, the school day officially ends after 6 p.m. I do hope that wasn't too much of information overload. Once classes are in session, I trust all of you will be able to develop a comfortable routine. Like many professors have said in the past, your own adventure is about to begin. This is the Kabukin region, and being here is your pride. Working together, we wish to foster an environment where you can believe in your own goals and take every opportunity that presents itself before you. As betray as we might, the reality is that not everything will always go your way, not every opportunity will be for everyone, and not every door will be open for you. Oh, that's nice. However, you should find yourself in a situation where you feel trapped or helpless. Remember, you can always create your own door and travel your own path. Have a great rest of your day, everyone, and don't forget to get those sign-ups done. What do you think, Cess? About Roxanne's speech? Well, I guess that's something too, but I'm more focused on the class scheduling part. I mean, we're completely set on the room situation, so there's nothing left for us to do here. It'll be tough picking two type electives out of 18, and we'll have different instructors and classmates depending on the types we choose. Should we go back and get this sorted out? Hold up, shouldn't we look for Serena? She's got to be here, right? Caleb doesn't look too enthusiastic. I'm having second thoughts about holding him back, but I did give Serena my word. Hey, if you want, that's fine with me. There it goes, then. Cess, I didn't expect to hear from you so soon. And judging from the background noise, you're at an orientation, too? Yeah, I'm with Caleb right now. What about you? I'm towards the stage. Charon wanted to talk to Roxanne, so I'm kind of hanging around right now. Cess, hand me your phone for a moment. I'll talk to her. Sure. You hand your phone to Caleb. Hey, Serena. Yeah, it's me. Yeah, Cess told me before. Listen, though, that's kind of... Caleb walked off with my phone. Wait, really? He's just gonna walk off with somebody else's phone? Oh, come on. Let's follow him. I probably shouldn't be doing this, but I'm a little curious. Plus, he does have my phone. Intuition increased. I try to follow Caleb closely without disturbing the conversation, but I'm not making any effort to hide myself. But even while eavesdropping, I'm getting nothing from Caleb's side. Yeah? Yes? I got it, Serena. No, I'm pretty sure I do. Come on, you don't need to bring that up. Ooh, this should be interesting. It doesn't seem like Caleb cares if I listen in on the conversation. Not like I understand what's going on anyway. Was I even wrong back then? Think about it. These two are an item back in the day. I'm gonna guess it right now. I thought you didn't want to talk about it anymore, so I bring it up now. Ooh, it's getting... The plot thickens. Okay, the point for now is that you shouldn't have to make Cess act as your personal messenger. Okay, what is that really about? Me volunteering to help out here, and there shouldn't be any grounds for argument. It's not a big deal at all. I react by jumping directly in front of Caleb and offer a flat wave with both hands. I don't really mind being a messenger once in a while, especially if it's for a simple, harmless favor. Hopefully Caleb catches on. And even if he doesn't mind... Whew, nice you got it, Caleb. It's still an inconvenience. What? There wasn't an inconvenience. Man, you completely missed the point. I wanted to do it to verbally interrupt this time, but I'm caught in between. At this point, I'm sure Caleb and Serena have their own issues to settle. You can call me, you don't have to worry, I'm not bothered by that. I'm not lying, I'm serious. Anyway, I'll give it some thought. I'm heading back to start class registrations, you should probably do the same. I'm handing the phone back to Cess, alright? Again, don't worry about it. Galen returns your phone. So am I supposed to follow up after listening to that? Hello? Serena hung up already. I don't know if it's just me, but that conversation didn't sound very healthy. Caleb, you guys, you know what? It's not my business, sorry. Oh no, it's fine, Cess. We're roommates, so it wouldn't be fair to keep you in the dark. I mentioned before, Serena and I are neighbors back in hometown of Vanaville. We also grew up in the company of each other, childhood friends. A short way of describing it, I don't think I've mentioned that. The gist is that we've come a long way, and frankly, I'm kind of tired. But still, I feel somewhat obligated to at least hear her out when I can. And Serena knows this? That you're only listening to her because you feel obligated to? Perhaps? I wouldn't press the issue, though. I would like to believe we at least understand each other on a passable level. Well, not everyone's perfect. Alright, enough delays, let's head back. Man, I think Serena and Caleb are both pretty cool people, but if both of them are going to be butting heads like this, it'll be an awkward spot as Caleb's roommate. I'll leave that issue to future me. Which is normally what I do in real life, so this is working out well. I leave most things to future Cess to figure out. While I'm constantly cursing past Cess for making future Cess do things for present Cess. I don't know if that made any sense. I kind of lost what I was going halfway through, which is normally what happens. So we're moving right along, and as promised, our belongings were delivered to our room safe and sound while we were away. It shouldn't take too long to unpack everything, but I can take my time with that throughout the week. All I need to do is get all the necessities set up for now. The room was much more spacious than I expected, and I wasn't a huge fan of the hardwood floor, but other than that, I really can't complain. Each person has his own bed, desk, cabinet, the standard, but there's so much space and legroom in between. Hell, if you divide the room in half, it's probably the same size as my room back in Pallet, if not bigger. I spent way too much time looking around the room, but I barely started unpacking my belongings. Let's begin, shall we? Which two type electives will you choose? There are 18 known Pokemon types. Here we go. Fire, water, grass, electric, normal, fighting, flying, psychic, poison, ground, rock, bug, ghost, steel, dark, ice, dragon, and fairy. I have to decide carefully which two types will be my electives for this year. Well, I've already decided on one, fire, because my favorite Pokemon is Blaziken. I started out in the Hoenn region. My first Pokemon was Torchic. It evolved into Blaziken. I evolved that thing as much as I could. Still my favorite. Anytime I play Hoenn region, Sapphire, anything involving the Hoenn region, I will always, no matter what, choose Torchic. That's just what happens nowadays. Yes, fire is an elective. One more to go. Okay. Fire, fighting, rock, ground, electric bug, ghost. Hang on, Rick is texting me right now, so I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see what Rick has to say about this. I'm gonna take a picture of this screen right now, and I'm gonna send it to him, and I'm gonna ask which I should choose, and see what he has to say. Because he's been playing a Batman game. I don't know which one it is. He just texted me, James Gordon is back in all capital letters. Which one should I choose? So we're just going to talk until we get an answer, if we get an answer. Because we might be too interested in his Batman. Yeah, I'm thinking if I probably had to choose, it'd probably be electric, just because fire and electric, there's a lot going on there. Grass doesn't really interest me. Water's kind of, it's water. Dragon could be cool. Fighting, rock, ground. Well, I don't know what, and I also don't know what the gym is. In this, like, you're obviously in these electives going to be learning about a certain Pokemon type, but I wonder what the gym is. Like, are you actually going to get Pokemon to you know, try out. We're gonna save quick as well while we're here. Oh no, save that in a new slot. Anytime, Rick. I probably should have. Oh, alright, guys. I'll be back in just a second if I get a response from Rick.